All right, guys, welcome to the channel, and let's get it. Hit one of our links in the description box below. Actually, we want y'all to hit all the links. They're in the description box where you guys can support. If y'all enjoyed this video, you love the content, you want to see more, you guys can hit the Cash App, PayPal link. They're in the description box below. We appreciate everybody who support that. Y'all can cop the merch. We'll put a link to get the merchandise in the description box as well. Also, follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, X, and also Instagram. Those links are in the description box. The A Weapons album, salute to A Weapons. He rep Midlife Music. He's on a lot of our intros. R&B album is in the description box. The link to go get that, as well as the weight loss formula, straight drop weight loss formula. Go get that. The link is in the description box below. You guys can subscribe to our podcast, and you guys can go get a free website membership. That link and all the links, as always, will be down in the description box, and I'll pin it in the top of the comment section as well as a link most of the times to the story that we are bringing you guys, so you guys can actually see how it's being sourced. But let's get into this video. So today we're going to be talking about this situation right here.
Content gonna be there. So anyways, let's get on to this story about TD Jakes, man. I came here the other day and I told you guys about this issue with Bishop TD Jakes that he was having with this lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, lawyer that's representing Dwayne Youngblood, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's his name. In this one case where Dwayne Youngblood made various accusations against Bishop TD Jakes. Bishop TD Jakes then came out, filed a lawsuit after he saw this guy on Larry Reid live show. Bishop TD Jakes came out, filed a defamation lawsuit against this guy. He claimed that people were using AI they were using AI, artificial intelligence, to create these photos and things of him, thumbnails of him in bad positions, doing salacious things that weren't true. And so there was a report come out that said basically that Tyrone Blackburn had did something wrong, I guess. And he's basically begging the judge not to make a $76,000 ruling against him, or else that would break him as a lawyer. And so he was begging the judge, don't hit me with this financial thing, because he's got a lot of lawsuits going on now. Apparently, he said a lot of these lawsuits is pro bono. He's doing it for free. And a lot of people have been criticizing him. I told you guys this the other day. They've been criticizing him, saying, hey, bro, look, you doing all these things for free, trying to get rich. Now, some people saying he's doing it for free, trying to get rich. Some people say, hey, nah, man, he's doing it because these people are really afraid and need help, and people have been getting done dirty for years. So it's about time somebody stand up for these people, where they don't have to pay all this money up front in order to get representation to fight these big dogs. He was taking on this battle and going against these lions, right? So the other day it came out the report that he apparently was trying to correct something about as far as the AI was concerned, and that he basically did not want to get sanctioned with a fine, right? That's basically what he was saying, right? So now we come to the situation, ladies and gentlemen, where today a report comes out saying that Tyrone Blackburn has fired back at Bishop TD Jakes and allnewhiphop.com, right? Allhiphop.com, I should say, where he fired back at TD Jakes with a class action threat over alleged male victims. Now, apparently, it says Tyrone Blackburn says he's preparing a class action lawsuit in federal court against Bishop TD Jakes, accusing Bishop TD Jakes of sexual abuse and trafficking involving multiple male accusers. This is crazy work right here. Now, in a newly filed court document in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Tyrone Blackburn, the attorney, is alleging that TD Jakes and individuals connected to his ministry exploited vulnerable young men over several years. And this filing comes as a part of Mr. Blackburn's ongoing legal battle with TD Jakes, who previously sued Pastor Dwayne Youngblood for defamation after Youngblood, who I just talked to y'all about, publicly accused Bishop TD Jakes of grooming and abuse with him. Now, Tyrone Blackburn's latest filing defends himself against what he calls Bishop TD Jakes' attorney, Dustin Push's abusive litigation tactics, and signals a broader legal offensive. Now, he claims that he will represent a group of male survivors in a sweeping class action case. Now, the attorney says several men have already submitted affidavits describing sexual misconduct and grooming, including being transported across state lines in violation of the Federal Mann Act. This is wild, bro. So it says he also names Cora Jakes, TD Jakes' daughter, in the filing, alleging she engaged in manipulative behavior related to custody and abuse. Now, Tyrone Blackburn argues that the illegal tactics against him include bar complaints and threats of sanctions, and there are efforts to prevent him from representing survivors. He insists he won't be intimidated. Now, the legal feud began when Bishop T.D. Jakes filed a defamation lawsuit against Mr. Youngblood, Dwayne Youngblood, who had accused the pastor of trying to initiate sexual contact with him during a church trip in the 1980s. Now, Dwayne Youngblood's brother, Richard Edwin Youngblood, also alleged that T.D. Jakes made inappropriate advances. Now, Jakes has denied all accusations, calling them fabrications that are meant to extort money. Now, his legal team claims that Youngblood asked for $6 million to settle the matter privately. Now, they argue that Youngblood's legal filings include fake case law contradictions. Now, Tyrone Blackburn represented Dwayne Youngblood in that case, but was removed after submitting documents filled with AI-generated errors. That's what we talked about yesterday in that stream, right? And y'all make sure y'all are like, share, and subscribe and tapped in, because this is crazy right here. So, Tyrone Blackburn admitted to using, according to the reports, AI tools, but says that the penalty could destroy his law practice. He asked the judge for leniency, suggesting further education is more appropriate punishment versus the fine. Now, despite the sanctions hearing, Tyrone Blackburn says the original defamation case has only amplified voices of other alleged victims. Now, he named Richard Brandon Coleman, Jake's former son-in-law, as one of the accusers. Tyrone Blackburn says the class action lawsuit is moving forward despite legal pressure from Bishop T.D. Jakes' team. Now, the sanctions hearing over Blackburn's filings occurred earlier this year, and the ruling on a $76,000 reimbursement request is still pending. Man, this thing got crazy, man. He's saying now he's accusing Bishop T.D. Jakes and others around him of running basically a sex trafficking ring with male victims. Lord have mercy, and sexual abuse. And he's saying that one of them was Bishop T.D. Jakes' alleged son-in-law, or I guess former son-in-law, if I'm not mistaken. Right, his former son-in-law. This is crazy work right here, man. Crazy work, bro. And he's named T.D. Jakes' daughter, Cora Jakes. He's named her in this filing. Bro, this thing finna get real ugly. You know? Bishop T.D. Jakes, this is gonna be one of the ones. He stepped down. Everybody knows he had the medical situation, where I think he said he had a heart attack. But he had a medical situation where he said he almost died, man. And he bounced back from that. But he stepped down from the church due to his health. And so he's came out here. He's went off on these AI things, thumbnails and stuff like that. He's also had a lot of criticism towards other things as well that have been going on. But you know, it's just as far as accusations and things that have been against him, specifically with the Diddy stuff going on and all that, he basically denied all of this stuff, saying that it's all lies. People were saying he was at Diddy freak off parties and stuff. He basically spoke on it. Him and Oprah spoke on it. He outright denied that and said that people just making that stuff up, man, and just lying. But now with this wasn't even brought up before. Now they're talking about a sex trafficking ring, and they're talking about sexual abuse and things like that. Man, Bishop TDJ is gonna have to go in deep on this one, because I'm gonna tell you something, man. If Tyrone Blackburn come out here with some real proof, man, it's gonna get real ugly. And Tyrone Blackburn is going at a lot of high-powered people, bro. He is really putting himself out here in the fire. He's definitely doing that. There ain't no question about that. He's putting himself in the middle of it all. And the question is what's going to be the end result? What is going to be the end result from Bishop T.D. Jakes and Tyrone Blackburn going head to head, man? Because this thing looks like it's going to get ugly. Because he's saying he have multiple victims, and now you're naming Bishop T.D. Jakes' daughter? Bro. And y'all already know how the internet been trying to go in on Bishop T.D. Jakes. The internet, they been going in on Bishop. You know what I'm saying? But Bishop, he fought back and filed that lawsuit. But now, as this dude, they're saying this dude was facing a sanctioning fine, where he says that this fine could end him. Now they're saying he coming back doubled up. Now he come back saying he got a slew of victims, and that they ran. Let me read this again to y'all. He says that he is preparing a class action lawsuit in federal court against T.D. Jakes, accusing him of sexual abuse and trafficking involving multiple male accusers. Boy, this thing finna get super ugly, man. It already don't got ugly. It's finna get super ugly. And Bishop gonna have to go in them pockets. He ain't want to pay that $6 million. We're gonna have to go in them pockets on the defense on this one, because, you know. And remember, Tyrone Blackburn, if I'm still not mistaken, he represent Lil Rod, and Lil Rod's case against Diddy go into discovery on October the 17th. Goes into discovery. October the 17th. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all feel on this one. Tyrone Blackburn in the middle. He in the middle of that. The Fat Joe situation. The T.D. Jakes situation. That man is he all over with this thing. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all feel on this though. I want to know about that one. I want to know what y'all feel on that one, man.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, there are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drought weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.